This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, beautiful one. So if there are no more questions, um, we want to take some time to go through the meridian stretches that we started talking about on Tuesday. And let me just kind of reiterate through this slide one more time um, how you're going to get acquainted with the meridians. As you go through conditioning your body, whenever you're going to do some body work, it would be good for you to be relaxed, especially with a movement therapy like Shiatsu, because you will actually be doing most of the movement in the therapy. And we're going to watch some videos on the therapy as well, and I will post those videos inside of your playlist as well too. So your meridian stretches are used to enhance the flow of energy throughout the entire body. Now, remember on last week, I said that you getting to know the meridians by just kind of feeling that area on your body to familiarize your mind and the touch of where the meridians are. And when we get into the second level of Shiatsu, you're going to learn how to specifically work on meridians as focal points. However, in this level, we're going to be focusing on the overall body. And so, again, you getting your meridian system stretched out, warmed up, ready to go to share the energy that you're going to be sharing during a therapy is very important. So we recommend that you use these stretches on a daily basis as you're getting to learn them. And when you look at them, you will see that many of them are stretches that you're familiar with. But putting them in a sequence and knowing how they relate to our energy centers is what is different about you seeing them again this time. So when you do the stretches, all of the postures are position and hold. And the hold doesn't have to be too long. It could just be a few seconds. Or if you're feeling really good about the position and how it's feeling for your body, you can hold it up to 10, 15, 30 seconds if you want to. Okay? And you also can use a modified version for comfort. So let's say if you're not quite flexible enough to, put your hands behind you and lift your body up, which is one of the positions, then, do it in your modified version. Or if you can't touch your toes or put your head to your knees, you can do whatever feels comfortable to you. But also know that the more you use these stretches, the more flexible your body will become. We always say, don't overdo the stretches. 15 minutes a day is good. So I'm definitely going to encourage you, especially if you're not doing any type of calisthenics or stretching exercises right now, to really explore these. Okay. So the first one is the morning organs. Okay. And that is for the lungs and the large intestines. If you are if you can remember the body clock that we talked about last semester in relationship to the optimal functioning times of the organs in our bodies, you will remember that we have morning organs. And around that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we have the lungs and the large intestines that are at their optimal functioning time. This particular stretch helps to supply oxygen, and it also stimulates elimination. The organs of the cleansing and regeneration process is what the lungs and the large intestines are a part of. So as you can see, you interlock your thumbs, putting your hands behind your back, and you do what we know as a forward bend, having your feet just about shoulder width apart and bending forward. If you want to take some time to stand up and just do this stretch right now, you're more than welcome to, just to kind of feel how your lungs feel when you do the stretch, and also to feel how your lower abdomen feels when you do this stretch. Okay, I'll give you a second to do that. Let me see, I don't think I see anybody's camera. Okay. No, I don't see anybody's camera, but you all will need to turn your camera on when we start working on our people today. All right, let's continue. The next one is the stomach and spleen, and these are the daytime organs. They stimulate daily blood supply, and they also promote cellular energy, and it kind of gets you moving for the day. These organs are what, immediately when you have your breakfast, you're supplying your body with a little bit of nutrition, and then your spleen, which is your storage tank for your blood in your body. It also begins to pump out new blood throughout the system that has been cleansed by the liver, and you literally are ready to go. So with this particular stomach and spleen, you literally sit on your knees. The way that you put your feet underneath your bottom is you connect your two big toes right in the middle of your behind area. And you sit on your knees as comfortable as possible. Okay, again, some people cannot actually put their bottom to their knees because it's uncomfortable. So if you can't, just go as far as you can. And then you place your hands behind you on the floor and lift your midsection up and feel that stretch. Okay, giving you just a second to do that. And again, you don't have to hold it long. It can be just a few seconds. And then you can also go into the stretch, release it, and then go into the stretch again and release it. Again, not overextending yourself. All right, let's move right along to the next stretch. That is the heart and the small intestines. And the heart and the small intestines is another floor stretch. Oftentimes, when you put your feet together and hold your toes together with your arms, we call that the butterfly position in some forms of yoga. And so with this position, this is the mid-morning to midday organs, your heart and your small intestines. So after you digest that first meal, your small intestines gets to assimilating the nutrients in your body. And again, because you're moving around midday, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, out there doing your thing, then your heart is in its optimal functioning time. And these two organs supply blood and nutrients, as well as tones the energy of the heart, and it is also good for nutrient assimilation. So after you get into that butterfly position, you do a forward bend as far down as you can go, no pressure, not stretching overly. You only do what you can do. And more than likely in this stretch, you're going to feel the whole backside, your back, your upper back, your lower back, your shoulders, and even a stretch all the way to your behind muscles. You'll find this stretch to really stimulate all of those meridian areas that run along the back and the legs. Okay. All right, the next stretch is the bladder and the kidneys. Stay down there on the floor. It's another floor stretch. Very, very simple. We know this one to also be a sitting forward bend. And this is the end of the workday organs. So these are your organs of elimination. Kidneys have filtered out the stuff that wasn't so good for you that you took in, if you drank that Coca-Cola, or if you ate the hot dog with nitrates in it, and the the Kool-Aid with the food coloring, then the kidneys are taking care of getting all of that stuff out. So this is the end of the day. So this stretch here stimulates the release of liquid waste through the kidneys and the bladder. Again, stretching forward as far as you can go, head facing down, reaching out to the toes. Give you a second to do that one. And let's continue. All right, the next one is the pericardium and the triple heater. We talked about the pericardium and the triple heater not actually being organs in the body, but areas of the body that help the body to fully function, the covering of the heart, as well as the heat centers of the body. So with the pericardium, again, you sit in the lotus position, crisscross your hands onto your knees, and bend forward again as far as you can. These are your evening organs, and they heighten the reproductive function. They also stimulate the body's internal furnace to burn off the waste products of the day. So now you're getting ready to move into your cleansing process for the night. That's why sleep is so important. Okay, I hope those stretches are feeling good to you. We'll talk about them in a minute. Okay, now here we are in the middle of the night. You're looking at around 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You have your gallbladder and your liver. Another floor position. And this position is your night organs, and they stimulate blood cleansing and the manufacturing of solid waste. So again, stretching your legs out as far as they can go out to the sides. And then you are interlocking your hands, turning them up, and you will go down to the left if you are female. And after you stretch to the left, then you go over and you stretch to the right, stimulating that gallbladder and liver. Taking your time, allowing your body to dictate its comfort zones, and not forgetting to breathe. Anytime you extend, you inhale. Anytime you contract the body, you exhale. Give you a moment to do that one. All right, very good. Okay, so how did those stretches feel?
Felt great.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we are walking very lightly around the abdomen, and let's go ahead and go in a clockwise motion. Very good. Oh, I see somebody, little dog or something. What is that? He came and got right in front of the camera. He said, I want to see what's going on. Oh, that's April. All right. Come on, are you good? Okay. All right. So that's all that you're doing is you're going around, and literally it's just a very light massage of the internal organs of the abdomen. Very light. Very good, Cherie. Exactly like that. And you'll become familiar with where the liver is. You'll become familiar with where the stomach is. You'll become familiar with where the spleen is. You'll know when you hit those intestines. And it just kind of helps you become familiar with the energy of the internal organs. Just a wave rocking. So you'll probably go around the abdomen maybe about 3 or 4 times, just to get the person used to your warm hands being on their body. Very good. Let me see, who is this down at the bottom? I can't hardly see them. Let me see. Oh, that's Omilaye. Okay. Okay, and I see Tamara too. Very nice. Yep, just relax and close your eyes, little one. Okay, now once you go around about 3 or 4 times, then we move into, this wants to jump around, hold on, let's see. Then we move into the next position. And this one is called the sternal cupping. You take both of your hands together and you start at the very base of the throat. And you go straight down the middle of the body. Your pinky fingers are touching the person's chest, and you're just basically pressing and pulling down the chest, pressing and pulling that energy straight down until you get to the bottom of the breastbone, straight in between the pecs or the breast. And it's a very light pull and press, pull and press, pull and press. Very good. How are you doing, Cherie? Let me see you. Very good. Excellent. Okay, now that one you do just about 1 or 2 times. It doesn't have to be a lot. But again, it's just stimulating that stomach meridian that runs down that area right in the middle of the chest. Okay. All right, now let's move to the next position. Now you're going to move around to the person's head and relax them a little bit more. And this one is not too hard. All you're doing is raising their head, checking the alignment. And then when you see that the head is in alignment, you're going to crisscross your, let's say, your left hand over to the right shoulder and just give the head just a little turn. Not very much, just stretching those neck muscles. And then you'll lower the head again very easily. Yes, there you go, Jessica. Very good. And giving it a little stretch. And literally, you are placing your hand on the shoulder and your whole arm is helping with the stretch, holding the back of the head and the arm helping with the stretch. Very good. All right, once you give a stretch on each side, again, this is not a long stretch here, then you come back to both hands holding the head as you place it lightly back down on the floor. Okay, now let's stop there and we're going to go through those 3 positions again. Coming back to the side of the person. Very good. Begin with the wave rocking. Very lightly, clockwise around the abdomen 3 times. Very good, April. I see you. Very good, Tamara and Omilaye. I see you. Okay, after that, you do put your hands together and go straight down the sternum. Excellent. Applying just a little bit of pressure, not much. And then you're going to the head, aligning the body, just giving a very slight pull as you lift. Right hand to left shoulder, stretch up, supporting the head completely. Then left hand to right shoulder and stretch. And it may feel a little awkward at first, but the more you do it, the better it will be. Very good. Okay, looks like everybody got it. All right, let's bring the head back down to a neutral position and let's go to the next 3. Now we're going to go down to the feet of the person. And again, aligning the body, making sure that the body is straight on the mat. We're going to lift both feet in our hands and pull at the heels. Very good. Oh, Jessica, you're doing great. I see your person moving exactly like she should move. Very good. Very good, Queen K. Feet up. Queen K, put your hands underneath the heels. Yes, like that. Okay. And lift and pull. Full support. Release it, lift and pull again. Very good. All right, let's move to the next position, placing the feet down. Now we're going to do the knee to chest. And this is where some of these positions on the floor might actually be a little better. But if you have someone up on the couch, you may have to stand and put their foot to your thigh. Those of you who are standing, you'll put their foot to your thigh or either to your abdomen. Bracing yourself, lift. Let's go ahead and start with the left leg if you're working on a female, and the right leg if you're working on a male. And as you have that knee up in a perpendicular right angle, you're going to go down with perpendicular pressure along the thigh. So starting at the top of the thigh, go down 1, 2, 3 positions, then come back up again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So notice that the pressure, Queen K, once you get that thigh up there, just leave it right up there. Now take your other hand that's not supporting the leg where your ankle is, where the ankle is, and press on the opposite thigh. Upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh. You got it, April? Yep. Support. Now your other hand goes down to the thigh that's straight out. Upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh. Now, Kamat, I want you to support that leg that's up in the air with your body. Support it with your body. Yes. Now, once it's supported with your body, then you extend that hand down and apply pressure to the upper, the middle, and the lower thigh of the leg that's extended. Excellent, April. That's exactly how you do it. Very, very good. Queen K, did your person turn to the side? Oh, okay, no. All right, very good. It looked like the person turned to the side. Cherie, how are you doing? You can visualize this? Yeah? Okay, good. All right, very good, Tamara. Yes. Good position, Tamara. Omilayo, you got it? Omilaye? Let's see. Okay, good. All right, now switch legs. Mhm. Very good, Jessica. Okay, very good, Queen K. Yeah, if they're on the couch, you can definitely get on the couch with them. Cherie, do you see everybody? It looks like you're looking real intently. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, so after you do one leg, remember you do the same thing to the other leg. Now let's move to the next position. Now you're going to go right down on the side of the person and you're going to stretch the leg up, bend the leg, and then taking the knee up to the chest. And again, be conscious of the person's flexibility. This should not hurt. It should be a nice, relaxing stretch. Okay. And after you take it up to the chest, then you pull the leg out. You need a little bit more support, Jessica. That leg shouldn't buckle at all. Uh-huh. And you go up and down and around. It's a hip rotation. Queen K, you want to support from the bottom. Very good. Making sure and hold that ankle from the bottom. Supporting and rotating. Do that about 3 times. Bring the leg back into a relaxing position and go to the other leg. And like I say, it might feel a little awkward the first time, but you'll get used to it. Okay, very good, Omilaye. Very good, Tamara. Kamachi just smiling. Looks like y'all having a good time. All right, very good. Okay, now let's go to the next. Well, since we're going to move back up to the head, let's go ahead and repeat the legs again. Because I want you to kind of get familiar with it. Okay, starting off with the pull. Support from the bottom. Lift, pull ever so slightly, as if you're just trying to stretch out that spine. Very good. And if you feel like it's some jitsu in there, just shake the legs from side to side. Queen K, not like that. You're not trying to shake her loose. Just a slight rocking side by side. She's saying, I'm gonna shake it out of you. Yes, very good. But side by side together, as if you swinging back and forth together. Very good. Okay. All right. After pulling, we're going to go to the knee to chest and applying pressure to the opposite thigh, upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh, upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh, upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh. Bring the leg to a resting position and go to the next leg. Very good. Upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh, upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh. Very good. One more time, upper thigh, middle thigh, lower thigh. Bring the leg to a resting position. Now bring the leg up, bend the knee to the chest, out to the side, extend it up, bend the knee up to the chest, out to the side, rotating 2 to 3 times on each leg. Hey, little Queen K. Very good. Very good. Excellent. All right. So let's go ahead and bring the body back to a neutral position. Let's place your hands together in the prayer position in front of your chest and give some gratitude of energy to your person for coming and being with you tonight. Invite them back for next Tuesday so that we can continue. So you've got 6 positions for the opening, the abdomen, as well as the legs. We're going to do some side positions when we come back next week. And we'll also work on the back. And the back, that one's going to be fun. And we're also going to do some sitting positions as well. Okay? And what questions do you have on anything? How did you feel doing it? Did it seem easy or did it seem difficult? How did you feel? And, or better yet, how does your person feel?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think my person thoroughly enjoyed it. How, but when you said the upper thigh, the lower thigh, and the middle thigh, I kind of got a little thrown off. Um, what exactly did you mean by that? I don't know if I was doing it right when you were singing it. I didn't feel like I was doing it right when you were singing
That's
that.
okay. Let me go back to the slide, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to pay close attention to my hand positions on that slide. Okay. So if you can see here, let me see if I can get me a little pencil to draw with. Okay, so here I'm supporting this right angle leg with my chest. And this hand here is on the middle thigh, excuse me, the lower thigh, the middle thigh, and the upper thigh. You
Oh,
see the
I
difference?
so the focus is actually the leg laying down and not the leg.
Yes, and
Ah,
not
okay,
the leg
got it now.
going up. Exactly.
Okay, I got it. Thank
Got it?
you. Yes,
Okay,
I'm
good.
glad I asked. Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? And again, how's your person feeling?
My little person loved it. He really liked the leg rotation.
Okay, good, good. All right.
My daughter loved it too. She liked the leg pull when you pull it from the ankles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very uh my person, like, she just laughed. So it was very hard to get into at first. So if there are any recommendations for something like that occurring, it wasn't until like the very end of the last pose that she was a little bit more relaxed. So if
Well,
there are
I
any
would
suggestions
say,
with that.
yeah, I would say, we at the very beginning, you would have relaxation music playing. You would take them through maybe about 2 or 3 minutes of breathing and just quieting their minds. But we really didn't go through that whole routine at the beginning. So it will be different in actual therapy. Now, if that person's body is so sensitive to where they're laughing at everything, then, which is probably was the case because they're not used to being touched in those areas that you were touching them, um, then in that case, you would just take a moment to just refocus them and let them know, you know, apply the right amount of pressure to where the them being tickled doesn't happen. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Any other questions? You all did very, very good today.
I have something. I can't see how I have to, I guess I was still learning the motions, but I can see where you gotta get good with the body mechanics doing it. Because,
Right.
you can, my back was hurting a little in certain positions and things for myself. So I could see that once I get more used to the positions, I can find the better position that's for me, that's good while I'm doing it. But at the time, I was like, wait, I'm bent. I don't know. I felt like I was not positioned right.
Right. And your body should be just as comfortable as theirs. So if you do find tension in your body in any way, just readjust yourself. And it's perfectly fine to do that, especially when you're first starting out. Okay.
I'm curious if anybody had any experience. Was it good, the head one? Because that one looks so, I've had that done to me and it looks so good. But doing it for yourself, how was that? Was it awkward? Was it fine?
I'm glad you brought that up because I actually need that slide again for that head one because the hand placement, it was awkward. It really was awkward for me with the hand placement. So if we could go back to that slide so I can make sure I got the hand placement right, that'd be
Absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely. Yep. So let's do that. Oh, there it is right here. This one. Can you all see it? Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So let's go ahead and just kind of pretend you've got a head in front of you. Okay. So you're lifting the head. This is one position by itself. Okay. You're lifting the head and giving it just a little pull, just like you did at the feet. Okay. Just a little pull straight. Then supporting that head with one hand, you take your left hand underneath the neck and put it on the right shoulder. And then your support hand for the head and your arm come up to push into the stretch. Then you lower it, keeping that support hand underneath the head, you bring that extended arm back underneath the head for support, and you switch hands. Now your opposite hand is supporting the head, and you take that right hand and you put it underneath the neck and onto the left shoulder. And then your head support hand and your arm stretch that neck to the right. Do you get a better sense of it now that you're able to just focus in on the pictures here?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. It's
I
not
wasn't
very
doing it right.
hard. Yeah, it just looks a little tricky. But again, once you practice, and like I said, I'm going to send you all these slides so that you can, practice, because you have all of these positions in your book. You do have it, but I think it'll help for you to actually see them step by step, because the way that he does it, he just gives you one picture, maybe two pictures, okay? And it's not the full complete movement. And again, I have a video that I'm going to show you all of me doing a brief therapy on this young lady when we get to the next class. What other questions?
When are you going to be able to send us the slides, Dr. Okoa? Because I want to practice tomorrow.
Okay, let's go ahead and get them sent out to you this evening then.
Thank you.
Okay? Yeah, we can do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a PDF of the slide presentation, but don't try to go beyond what you've already learned in class, okay? All right. Yeah, I can send that out this evening. Anybody else? Now, I don't see any of the detox people online. Where, Wilvaline, Saket, Phoebe?
No, they didn't
Okay,
show up.
no, they didn't come. Okay. All right then. Well, we'll check in with them because we didn't change
Okay.
the room or anything. All right. Okay, beautiful ones. So if there are no more questions, again, you all did great tonight. And yes, I'm going to send the slides now. So if you want to practice over the weekend with the person when you have them, that's fine. But like I said, just don't necessarily just try to go. And I will also go ahead and put those videos inside of your playlist so that if you want to rewatch those videos again this weekend, you can do that. All right. I will see you all on Tuesday. We'll be continuing Shiatsu on Tuesday, and you all have a great weekend. Let me see. You don't have anything this Saturday, do you?
Nope.
Nothing this Saturday? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't sending you all off without knowing what your classes are.
We
All
thought
right.
we
Have a great one. Hmm?
sorry,
Have a
we
good
don't.
night.
I thought we did. Is it the following weekend?
Uh-oh. Let's look at it. Hold on. Don't say goodnight.
Right.
Let's look at it. Cherie, you got your syllabus
Oh no, I don't.
handy?
No, it's
Okay,
somewhere.
hold on.
That was in my head. I have November 6th. Maybe not.
No, I have November 20th and 21st.
Oh, okay. Woof. Somebody a little early.
Maybe you're thinking about the December 4th date.
What
Oh,
class is that?
Um, November 20th and 21st is the Yoga 2 class. And
Mm,
then December 4th is the Reiki 2 class.
okay. All right. So we're good for right now on Saturday classes. Okay. All right then. So it's a wrap. You guys have a great one. Peace and blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Peace,
you. Good
everyone.
night.